And the good European with a graceful gesture split the veil of man's dream as one draws back a theatre's curtain, and there, in this new revealed space, was a beautiful fruitful garden. It filled the pit of Methuselah with the fragrance of ripe figs, oranges, plums, cherries, and apricots, of morning mist and damp earth, of soft redwood bark and a cool breeze in the spring sun. There before me, was a lovely, full garden, a well-tended wood hosting seeds of every kind, and it was painted with cool browns and greens and bright, delicious flowers in pools of yellow sunlight. And there before me, was a man and a woman. Both were tall, broad-shouldered, with short, self-cut hair, and both were naked, their sexes unabashed. They were to me the forms whose many shadows are still cast on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. And yet, despite each other's peerless excellence and beauty, their loins remained bloodless. Though it may sound obscene, I felt, despite myself, that this lack of response was nearly a sacrilegious affront. Thus one can imagine my surprise when these magnificent beings committed even greater hubris by hiding their members with loin-cloths sewn raggedly from fig leaves. There was something terrible in the whole scene, something unnerving and unsettling. I might have been watching the violent abuse of a child inside a temple dedicated to God. The man and woman grew more and more visibly distressed as they made their aprons. Many times the man nearly sunk to the ground, head in his hands, had not the woman embraced him tenderly and held him on his feet, and the rivulets of tears and snot running down his bare shoulder and chest witnessed to the many times he did the same for her, helping to soothe her uncontrolled sobbing. Doubts, fears, confusion, the sound of bells, the vertigo of self-contempt. "My friend," I cried, "why do you show me this scene?" And Nietzsche replied, "Just as it troubles you, so it troubles me. Do you know your sin, my friend? Why, even the immoralist Nietzsche is telling you of your sin, for you hate yourself. You hate your very blood. But let me tell you, my friend, it is not your blood to judge. No, someone far more patient and gracious than you claims that right. See now, this man and this woman hate themselves. They think all is lost. They were given a stewardship by their God, a kingdom to rule over and commandments concerning it, and yet despite the simplicity of the task, they transgressed. They were deceived. They failed. Yet tell me, friend, could your great God be genuinely surprised by this failure? Or to ask the same question, are you at all surprised when an infant just gifted their body falls while they try to walk? And do you think God is surprised that you weep bitterly on the steps of Methuselah? I assure you, if the God of this world were not so tender in all these cases, I would not remain anywhere near him. Why then does the child try to walk if they will fall again and again? Why does the parent encourage them to try, knowing they will fall? And why indeed do so many hypocrites, calling themselves teachers, punish those who try to do what they ask and fail? Of course, if a child wants to fall down, or if a fellow wants to sin, he will have no trouble there, but neither can he gain much experience in the way of walking nor of living well. It is only by seeking something that one finds it. It is only by aspiring to someone that one becomes like them. And as he spoke, I realized the scene had changed. Now the man and woman were enthroned, framed by shimmering stars, wrapped in elegant white robes and gleaming emerald fig-leaf aprons. What is this? Who made those leaves so beautiful? Who made even these signatures of suffering into sacred garb? Ah, there, another man and woman stand behind them, with the most magnificent smiles, crowned with the halo of the gods, father and mother dressed in the same elegant white, and there do I see the shimmering of emerald on them as well.